The summer is coming to an end, which means this mama's gotta get ready for back to school. One of my go-tos for my kids' breakfast is breakfast burritos. This makes for a quick and easy, smooth morning. I prep these on a Sunday morning, stick them in the freezer, pop them to reheat either in my Blackstone air fryer or sometimes my microwave. Either way, these are so good and everyone in the house loves them. Let me show you how to make the ultimate breakfast burrito to help your mornings this school year go by a little bit smoother. One of my go-tos for my kids' breakfast is breakfast burritos. This makes for a quick and easy, smooth morning. Before I start any cook on my Blackstone griddle, I always turn it on and steam clean it with water just to get off anything that may be left behind from my last cook or anything that has gotten up on my surface in between cooks while storing. Once that's done, then I go over with a thin layer of oil, spray it, drizzle it, just make sure to wipe it in. This will keep your seasoning nice and even each and every time you cook. For these burritos, I went with bacon. I've got 1 pound. I'm gonna cut this up into bite-sized pieces. If you know me and you know that I love cooking bacon, I always start whole bacon slices on a cold to just turned on griddle. Allowing the bacon to slowly render out fat will keep that bacon nice and flat as it cooks. However, since we're chopping this up, I don't really care, so it's going down onto our griddle, which is also set to about low to medium low heat. While this bacon cooks, we'll get over to our potatoes. Now, I love taking a shortcut using Del Monte canned diced potatoes. You can use fresh, refrigerated, or frozen. Anything that works for you, I love them all, but this one I grew up with, whether for breakfast or just as a side dish. Make sure to put them into a colander, rinse them off, and allow them just to dry for a few minutes. When my bacon is about halfway to 75% of the way done, we'll drop these potatoes in with that bacon, allowing them to fry up in all of that beautiful liquid gold bacon grease. Now, every breakfast burrito needs some scrambled eggs, so into a large mixing bowl goes 1 dozen of our large eggs. To that, we'll add some cream. You can also do milk, half and half, whatever you have on hand will work just fine. I do want to season these up with the Tuscan Herb Blackstone seasoning and a little S.P.G. Give these a good mix or whisk. Allowing a lot of air to get into these eggs while we use our whisk is going to create really nice fluffy eggs. Right before we drop these eggs down, I'm going to cut the heat off of our burners. This will allow our eggs to cook on residual heat. This way these eggs stay beautiful and cook nice and slowly. I'm also going to create a wall or a barrier with our potatoes and bacon. This will prevent our eggs from running towards the back. Then down goes a hefty smear of our unsalted butter. On that residual heat, you'll see that butter sizzle nice and low and slow. We'll drop our egg mixture down half at a time, making sure that that barrier of our potatoes and bacon are catching our eggs, and then just slowly scramble these eggs, combining them with all of the potatoes, all of the bacon, and whatever else you're adding to your burritos, whether it be bell peppers or jalapeno peppers, some onions, or double up on that meat and add some sausage, pork rolls, scrapple. I could have literally went with all of the meats because they're all my favorites. I'd love to know which breakfast meat is your favorite at home. Have you ever even tried scrapple or pork roll? When it comes to breakfast burritos, I don't think there should be any rules to what you're stuffing yours with. My mixture is done here, and I do have to go a little on the plain side because these are mostly for my kiddos. 1 year, they are all about all of the ingredients, and then we skip a year and they go back to suddenly being picky and not wanting all of the fun things I love adding to my food. I've got our breakfast size burritos, a shortcut of store-bought cantina salsa, which is perfect for me. I've also got some shredded cheese, 2 different kinds, and some fresh cilantro, again, another thing people either love or hate. I want to get these rolled up and done and back inside. So onto my Blackstone tray, I've got our burrito shells, and I'm just gonna start with cheese on the bottom because cheese is going to act like a glue, which really is going to stick to that tortilla as these heat up. Our egg and bacon and potato mixture, cilantro, and extra salsa for me. Then to get the perfect roll on these, we're going to fold up the sides, pull the back side up and around all of the mixture, tucking it under there as we tuck the sides in at the same time, and then just roll these nice and tight. I like using the pre-cut parchment paper sheets to wrap these in, labeling them. That way everyone knows which has cilantro or salsa or are the plain Jane egg, cheese, bacon, and potato. We'll keep the process going until these are all done and ready to go into a freezer bag to store in the freezer. How easy is this? These are going right into the freezer, making this at least first week or 2 of school really simple and easy. Now I cannot wait to dive into this, get myself into some air conditioning. I am drenched out here. You guys make these at home. Be sure to post a picture. I really hope this one helps you and your family. Until next time, I'm Blackstone Betty. I cannot wait to see you for another family style favorite in my next video.